Hey students, I wanted to get back with you on exactly what I wanted when you submit a paper for my class. I use what is called a proof of concept paper, so I'm going to outline this here. Please do not submit zip files, do not send individual screenshots. Everything must be in a Word doc or Word doc equivalent. And I'm going to go over everything with you in detail and make sure everybody understands that process. I apologize for the sweatshirt, but it's like 45 in Claremont today and I'm freezing cold. So I'm going to wimp out on you and wear a sweatshirt. So how to submit your homework successfully. You're going to create one Word doc or Word doc X equivalent, whatever type of a if you're using Linux, it'll probably be a .docx, or if you're using Word, it'll be a .doc. You're going to put your name and course at the top. You're going to copy and paste the assignment requirements. You're going to get this from the description box. I've often found that students don't even read what they're supposed to be doing, so we're going to eliminate that right out of the get-go. You're going to give me a copy of your designs tool, not your IDE. There's a difference. If you don't know the difference, please research it. A design tool would be a flowchart, pseudocode, block diagram, etc. It is not code blocks. It is not Visual Studio. It is not anything like that. So if you don't know the difference, you need to know the difference. It's part of this course. You can figure out the difference. Some students write this actually out on a piece of paper, and then they take a picture of it and then copy and paste that picture into the assignment. That is perfectly fine. A lot of students do it that way, and I really appreciate the students that take the time to write it out, and then I see some pretty neat stuff in there. I get to see how you're thinking, so that's why the design tool is required. Again, it's a requirement for the course. You need to include a copy of your actual code that you created as text. And the reason for that is it has to be something that I can copy and paste on my end to test your code if I don't think it looks right. So that saves me typing everything in from a picture. Again, that has to be copy and pastable code that I can copy off and run if I have any questions. No picture screenshots of your code. And then what I'd like is a picture of this can be a screenshot or a picture. I suggest you use a screenshot, which on most computers is, I believe, Control and Print Screen. You might want to research it for those of you that aren't aware of how to do that. Every now and then I get a student that doesn't understand how to do that, and they'll take out their camera and they'll take a picture to show that it compiled. Why waste the time? Grab it from your desktop, copy and paste it into the paper. If you've got any questions on that process, feel free to reach out to me, but most of you should know how to do that by now. That, of course, will not apply to bash scripting because we don't compile code in a bash scripting class. So that's only for my COP 1000 courses or maybe an advanced C class. Then what you have to do is you have to include ample sample test cases, all right, and those are normally listed underneath the assignment. Often students don't read that part. That is a requirement. That makes grading easier on my end. And I did correct the numbers there, and I'll post this in a notes page inside your course as well. So the sample test cases for the assignment that I have posted, test case data for. These can be copy and paste pictures. That's fine. Again, use the screen grab and copy and paste them, or use snippet, whatever works for you. Please do not ask how many are required. I always get the one Weisenheimer that every assignment wants to know how many pictures. Well, I'm not going to waste my time on that. You need to show me ample screenshots that you know what you did and that it worked correctly. Some assignments might only be 1 or 2, some might be a dozen. I've had students turn in 15, so it just depends on the assignment. And then last but not least, a short write-up on how the assignment went. This includes what went right, what went wrong, and what you learned along the way. So this shows me that you actually got the concept, and if I see that you maybe didn't learn something that I wanted you to, I might shoot you a message on it so that you understand it. This makes grading and management much easier on my end, so I appreciate appreciate you doing that. When you do take the screenshots, one thing when you're taking screenshots and pictures, preferably the screenshots from your desktop, make sure that they are easy to read. I'm an old guy, I'm over 60, I wear glasses, and at the end of the day, when I'm done grading 100 papers, my eyes get kind of wacky, and it makes reading through everything difficult. So please make sure that all of the screenshots are easily read by an old man. Now, let's go over one more thing that I do, and most students love this. What I do is, if you do not meet all the requirements in an assignment, normally starting out, I will assign you a 1, and then I will give you comments with that 1, and then what I will do is I ask that you go back and you correct the homework and resubmit it. You're allowed to do this as long as you get it done before the assignment due date. So I do give students a chance or two to turn in perfect work and correct mistakes. That is actually part of the learning process. If you make a mistake, make sure that you list that in item 7, what went right and what went wrong. I take this feedback that I get from the students on every assignment, and I try to make the next class that comes in, I try to do everything that I can do on my end. And this has been going on for several years now, so there's normally not any issues with it. But, if a student brings up a point, well, I didn't really understand this concept, or maybe there weren't enough videos, then it allows me to go in and fine tune it so that I'm giving you the proper resources to learn. All right. And then I will go in and if you turn it in to me and you've corrected it, I will go ahead and I will regrade it, and you get full credit as long as it's by the due date. So it's another reason not to wait till Monday morning if an assignment's due Monday at midnight to turn in your assignment. Try to get them in a couple days early so that I can give you some feedback and point you in the right direction. I really try to give students every opportunity to get an A in the course, and I feel that the correction to mistakes, it is a lot more work on my end. Sometimes I have to grade an assignment 2 or 3 times, but it gives you a chance to learn and get an A in the course. So I feel that I've done everything I can to make you successful in this course and to help you learn. So please take advantage of that. Again, if you wait till Monday night to turn it in and I don't get to grading it till Tuesday morning, you'll probably get a little frowny from me. Okay? No late work in this course. It will simply be a 0. Thank you, folks, and have a great day.